Hi families, so I'm doing a quick screencast in case you weren't able to make it to open house tonight, just so you can get any important information. So basically I'm going to show you a couple things today. I'm going to show you Clever and Seesaw. I'm also going to show you the Pawtucketville Memorial Elementary School website, and I'm going to show you my part of that website where you can go to for all the important information. So the first thing you're going to want to do is type in tinyurl.com/Pville School. And I'm going to put that up on Dojo, so don't worry if you didn't write that down right now. And if you look here, there's links to Dr. McLean, Mrs. Branco, Mrs. Mangan, Mrs. Wolf. And then if you keep scrolling, you get to grade level. When you click on second grade, it's going to bring you to the second grade website. We have links to Clever, Class Dojo, and the Lowell Public Schools. If you keep scrolling down, you're going to see all the teachers. There's also an important announcements link on this page. This is where we're going to have announcements about second grade as a whole. Right now, it's telling you about the printables tab. So right up here in the corner, really tiny, is this little drop-down menu that says printables. We're going to start doing this next week, September 28th. So if you click on it, it's going to bring you to the next website that shows you everything that we're going to be working on that week. And there's printables there that might help you with your child's homework, but it's also things that we're going to be doing in class that if you want to print them out at home and you want your student to be able to be following along with it at home, you can. This is not required though. There's also a section called Homework Helpers where you can click on math, writing, reading, and you can get little things that might help them with homework. We don't actually have homework. They're working from home the whole time. So it's little things like 10 frames and sound charts and things like that. But they're under the Homework Helpers tab. So I'm going to click back to the home page and I'm going to click on myself, my little Bitmoji that says hello, and it's going to bring you to my part of this website. You'll see that on here, it's very basic right now. There's my Zoom link and there's the Clever link. I'm also updating this part with some important passwords. So a lot of times the kids will ask how they can get on. So to get onto Clever, they use their LACID ID and their 6-digit birth date. If you're still confused about what that is, just message me and I can give it to you. We also have Epic, and there's a class code for Epic. And Raz Kids, and there's a username and a password for Raz Kids, which is right here in case they need it. I'm going to click on this little tab right here for a second that says Open House. And this was some of the stuff that I talked about tonight. It's going to bring you to my webpage. So just a little bit about me, really quick before we begin. I am Mrs. Marshall. I graduated from Penn State and went to Lesley University for my master's. This is my 14th year teaching in Lowell. It's my 6th year in second grade, and I did 8 years in first grade before that. I live in Salisbury, Massachusetts with my husband, Brian, and our 1-year-old daughter, Gwen, and our feisty little Jack Russell Terrier, Emma. Some things I love the fall. I love everything about it. I like to golf. I love glitter. And I found a newfound love for decorating cakes. And this was a little unicorn cake I just did for my daughter's first birthday. How to contact me. This phone number is a Google Voice phone number. It comes to my phone, but it's not my actual personal phone number, but I can text from it. You can call me. So if there's anything you ever need and you want to text or call me, that's the number to do it at. You can also email me at kmarshall@lowell.k12.ma.us. And there's also Class Dojo. Class Dojo is probably the one that people are the most familiar with. Important websites and codes. I cannot stress enough that Clever is the thing that we are going to be using so much in second grade. If you can get your child onto Clever, they can basically get everywhere else and logged in. We're also going to be using Raz Kids and Epic, like I said, Zoom every day. I've also linked here Go Noodle because the kids really like to use it for little brain breaks and recess type things. This little shape pattern thing that looks like a cookie sheet actually brings you to a website with math manipulatives. I really love this because one of the disadvantages about learning from home is that we don't have all the cool things in the classroom to be playing with. So here they have Unifix cubes, and there's base 10 blocks and geoboards and pattern blocks and everything else. So it's really cool. They can be using this to help them with some of their math. If you click this computer, it will bring you to the Lowell Public Schools webpage for tech help. So I know that these Chromebooks are kind of crazy sometimes, and if you have a MacBook, that might be crazy too. So having this link might help you out. Expectations. Try your best and ask for help. That's literally all I'm asking this year. This is something new for all of us. I've never been a remote teacher before. These kids have never really done remote learning before. Back in the spring, we were all in survival mode. So right now, we are all learning. So if the kids can just try their best at all times, not be afraid to not know anything and make mistakes, then that's all I ask. And also ask for help. The kids should ask me for help. The parents should ask me for help. That's what I'm here for. It's my job. No one is bothering me. I ask for help a lot, so you guys can ask for help too. Workspace. Having a space for the kids to work at home does not have to be anything fancy. So you don't need desks or an office space. It literally could be a corner in a room. It could be a spot at the kitchen table. It can be on the ground in their bedroom. Wherever they are going to concentrate is the perfect workspace for them. A couple things that the children should have in their workspace, obviously their computer and maybe the charger. I always try to tell them to charge the computers at night because I think it's happened to any of us that have anything that needs charging. The one day you need it is the day it's not charged. So just try to have it all charged and ready to go. They're obviously going to want to have some pencils and erasers. If they want to write with pens, now's the time to do it. In school, we usually don't let them write with pens, but this year they're working from home. So if they want to do their stuff in pen, go for it. A whiteboard, a marker, and an eraser is really great to have, as well as notebook and crayons. Some kids really like to use headphones. You might want some counters to help you with math, and of course, a water bottle. Now, this sounds like a lot, but the school is giving out supply bags with most of these things in them, including a math workbook. So if you've not got your supply bag yet, I highly suggest you go to Pawtuckaville and you pick up your child's supply bag. Independent work time. Independent work time is going to be at the end of the day, every day from 2:30 to 3:30. This ideally is a time that they are working, but not on the screen. They're not in front of a screen. So they might have to finish their seesaw activities if they didn't do them throughout the day or didn't get a chance to finish them throughout the day. But for the most part, independent work is going to be reading or a writing assignment, or they might be playing a game with somebody at their house. It's going to be something that doesn't require them to be in front of the computer. I am staying in the Zoom room from 2:30 to 3:30 every day to answer questions, to help with learning. If there's something the kids don't get, I will be in the room for help. If there's something that you need help with, I will be in the room for help as well. The only exception to this rule is if I have a planning meeting or some other type of meeting. This is the hour that we are doing those in as teachers, and I will tell the kids before that. I also try to give a to-do list and put it on Dojo so that parents can see exactly what we're doing each day. Extra practice is going to be coming soon. As the year goes on, and I know some of the kids right now are saying, this is so easy, and they're right. It's super easy right now because we're just learning this whole remote learning thing. We're getting used to our routines and the activities. As the year goes on, there's going to be extra learning assignments if the kids want to be able to get to them on this website, but it's not required. Before I sign off today, I wanted to show you two things. One is Clever and one is Seesaw. A little different on Clever. They are going to see a bunch of different things. There's going to be our second grade schedule, the Zoom room, the district Seesaw page, the link to specials, a link to the Pawtuckaville page and Dojo. There's going to be links to extra math and any of the reading things. And I can update this as the year goes on. So Clever is really a one-stop shop for them. Seesaw is what we're going to be using to pass in work. When your child logs into Seesaw, they are going to go under their activities tab and they're going to see what they have for work. The first thing they're going to want to do is read these directions. I also usually read them out loud. And there's also a picture that goes along with them, giving them their to-do list with their schedule and any notes for the parents for the day. When they add their response, they press the green check and it will bring them to something like this. This was today's work. They needed to do a reading page, they had some writing, and there was a math activity. So this is what the kids are going to be working on throughout the day. They press the orange check mark when they are working on it still, and the green check mark when they are all done. That's about it for second grade. I hope that you learned a little, and if you have any questions, please do not hesitate and get a hold of me. Thank you. Have a great night.